Hey everyone, good morning. If I drink my coffee during this little update, and for those who are listening to the podcast, I just want to apologize right now for the sip, but I do enjoy my coffee in the morning, like I'm sure most of you do. I just wanted to make a quick video to update a few topics, the biggest topic being my Geek Out podcast. I was being very consistent with it as of late, and especially last month, I had a lot of content to go off of because of all the movies coming out every week. And it was something that I wanted to do in case there wasn't a movie that I was watching or I may be too busy. That way, I have something to bring to you guys to listen, to everyone in order to listen. And I just started realizing that all I was doing was bringing news, and that's not really what I was intending. So I thought about it, and I started thinking, how can I improve this? So what I'm actually doing is revamping Geek Out, and what I mean by that is I'm getting someone else, a good friend of mine. She has been doing radio, and I've known her since high school, and she's going to be a really good fit for what I'm looking for to bring, not only to my current audience, but a brand new one as well. What I want to do with Geek Out is still bring the movie aspect, but I'm also going to be bringing in gaming and anime. And the reason I want to do this is so I can reach a broader audience and bring more listeners to things that I enjoy and that mean a lot to me. And I think that's very important because I do love movies, but I also love these other two topics as well. And I think in order to really express myself and express this passion that I have, that I started, I want to be able to talk about more things than none. And sometimes it's hard because I know I've just been doing movies as of late. Granted, I am just starting this whole movie review process, my podcast, and but I'm pretty excited. I also have a friend. She is working on a logo for us, and just the concept art alone looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But we won't just be talking about just these three topics. We're going to be talking about merchandise, artwork. We're going to be doing impressions. We're going to be bringing people on. We're going to look at different streamers that we know personally, and streamers that we want to show to everyone. We also are going to be looking into cosplay and possibly going out to different like Comic-Con related events, and whether they're anime or gaming or movies or a combination of all, right? And I think that's what's really going to make this revamp very special, not only to everyone who is interested in these things, but I also have a lot of friends that are very knowledgeable in this type of community, and will be great interaction and bringing other people into it, and also their opinions, so we can have a very good podcast, not just an okay one. And that's what I felt like what was happening with my original Geek Out. So the podcast episodically is still going to be Geek Out. It's just going to be a broader version. And I hope you guys are excited as much as I am about it, because it's going to be a lot of great topics. And more importantly, we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways, and we're going to be contacting you to see what your opinion is on certain things, certain aspects. So if you're very interested in that, and want to be on some of our early first episodes, go ahead and send me a message on Spanish Reviews on Facebook, or just go to my YouTube and also send me a message there on one of my reviews. So that'll be really, really exciting. We'll be doing a page and all that kind of stuff to get it ramped up and started as well. So I really, really hope everyone is going to enjoy this. I really feel it's going to bring a lot of great content, especially in between my normal movie reviews, and possibly move further into other reviews. But 100% still doing movie reviews. I'm just revamping my Geek Out podcast, a separate podcast. On that note of the podcast, pretty awesome news. I hit over 100 total plays on my podcast for Spaniard Reviews. So thank you so much for that. Whether you were listening on the Anchor app, on iTunes, or possibly the Google Play. Thank you so much. That really is awesome. Like, really awesome to see, and also to hear that it's doing so well. My last 2 reviews combined, I've already hit over 100 plus views, and on Facebook alone, my promotion for Ready Player One had over 500 reaches. So it's just becoming so amazing to see it all come together. And now with this new idea for the revamping of the podcast, I feel like it's only going to grow. So there will, if there is any confusion, if my movie reviews, I'm still doing a podcast version for those. So those who want to listen to the podcast version, that will still be available. It's just that the Geek Out, how I was doing it, is going to be revamped, and that is only going to be a podcast. I won't be doing a video style for that one. So for those watching on Facebook or YouTube, I really appreciate all the views, the subscribers, and all the comments. It really does help how I fix and upgrade and change and evolve my whole channel, and just really means a lot. So thank you very much. And for those listening to the podcast, again, thank you so much, because hitting over 100, like I'm looking at it right now, I'm at 112, and it's still growing. Total plays is awesome. It's really cool to see. So thank you very much. I've gotten a lot of favorites on my channel. So again, the podcast is on the Anchor app and on iTunes. Just look for Spaniard Reviews. And soon we will go ahead and show you guys a sample of what we're doing with Geek Out. We are hoping to get our first episode out by the end of this month of April, which will be great timing, because the big movie that's coming out that everybody wants to see is Avengers Infinity War. So as you've seen on my Facebook, I've updated my cover page and my cover profile, or my updated profile picture, to the Lost in Space and Netflix. This will be my very first Netflix series review. I've done some Netflix movies like Bright. So I'm still working on how I'm going to do the review. I still want to do my normal 4-star system, but I think I also want to add something as far as episodically as well. I'm halfway through the series, and just to give a little hint of how it is, I would describe this series thus far, halfway through 5 episodes. It's a total of 10. 5 episodes through, I would say it's a fun sci-fi series. That's all I'll say for right now. I will try to finish it this weekend and have a review out for you early this week, once I figure out how I'm going to do it. But that's exciting, because this is something new and I want to bring, because Netflix is really popular, and when they have Netflix original shows and you're able to binge watch them how you can nowadays, it'll be great just to add something a little bit more. And maybe since everyone has Netflix, they can say, well, I don't know if I want to watch this, but I'll give you a non-spoiler review up until my Geek Out moment. So thank you so much for listening. I don't want to take up too much of anyone's time, especially over the weekend. So I appreciate all the support. Once again, you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If you do love, laugh at my movie reviews, please subscribe, like, and comment. Always share my videos, and especially my podcast. It's doing very well. Go ahead and do that, and we will bring you news as soon as it comes to us regarding our revamped version of the Geek Out, and it's just gonna be awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time. You have a great weekend.